will you be able to tell if they're killer bees or just regular
You know,
bees?
that's the problem is you can't tell by looking at them.
Uh-huh.
They look exactly the same. It's kind of a pain in the proverbial, right? And also, how they're behaving at this exact moment doesn't mean whether they're killer bees or not.
Okay.
Just like not all Rottweilers are mean all the time, right?
Yeah.
Not every horse is going to throw you every time. Just like these, they have different temperaments. The problem with it is you never know when they're going to go off the chain, like they did with you, Claudia, and sting you and chase you back in the house. Yes, that's what happened to Claudia. Killer Bee Nation, I'm Reed Booth, Killer Bee Guy. Welcome back live in the hive. That's right. Is that a bee? You know it's a fly.
Fly.
Oh, it's been a bit much, guys. I'll tell you right now. You got stung.
Yes.
Doug, and your son?
Yes. Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
No, he got stung a couple times, right?
No, just once.
Okay.
But I got stung 3 times.
3 times?
Yeah.
That's horrible, isn't it?
Yes.
And they chased her all the way back in the house. So today she went out to get some pictures for me earlier because a picture's worth 1,000 bees. Anyway, and they chased her back in again.
Yes.
Which points up the fact that when you get stung, and I was explaining this to Claudia, each stinger is a hypodermic needle.
Yes.
And so it injects venom into you.
Yes.
And the attack pheromone's in the venom.
Mm-hmm.
And so it gets into your bloodstream. And so you smell like the enemy for up to a week, depending on your metabolism.
Mm-hmm.
So they will chase you right back in the house. Well, I'm preaching to the choir here. They chased her back in the house.
Yeah.
You know, like I was telling you earlier, they're all killer bees. It's a done deal. And see, the difference is genetic. So they look the same. And even though they've been there for 5 years and have never attacked you, obviously didn't mean nothing. Mm-hmm. You know, because now they did. And you just don't know. So I tell everyone that it's like a very large bomb with a very short fuse.
Yeah.
And you don't know what's going to light it.
No.
It can be the color of your shirt. No weed whackers. You know, no. I mean, anything. They'll attack anything.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, so the difference is genetic.
Okay.
All right, they are a crossbreed. They're man-made, so they gotta go.
Okay.
So I was just telling her we're here to mitigate the threat. It's a new conceal. They're in a stucco wall, in a gazebo. So I'm gonna get my suit on, Killer Bee Nation, and we're gonna chase you in the house before they do.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, they've already been aggressive. We go in every time as if it's war, because it is. Has the potential to be is the problem. We never know when it's going to be a massive war. When they've already been this aggressive, we assume the worst because we have to. I mean, they kill horses and dogs and goats every single week in this county. What a beautiful yard you have, Claudia. I hope you're watching. And now you can have the landscapers in and do stuff with it. So she said it's on the other side in this gazebo, which of course they haven't used for a long time because they can't. So she was out cleaning up the landmines when they attacked her. So bless her socks. We got to find out where they are now. Water spigot. We're looking for a water spigot. Probably on the outside around here, one of these. Maybe around back. Oh yeah, I see a bee.
Yeah, oh, there they are.
Yeah, I see a bee. Oh boy, there they are. Holy cow!
Yeah.
Holy cow! Look at that.
Yeah.
Well, they're about as active as they get. Can we get the thermal imaging?
Yeah, sure.
And we'll show people what we can't do.
Oh, dude, they're...
Okay, we have no time.
No,
we can't get thermal imaging. Okay, 10th Ave is right back there. Yeah, let's get off some straight. Oh my God, these guys are horrible. Holy shit, look at them pour out of here. Okay, we're going to make quicker work than this. Holy cow.
Class 5 all the way.
Class 5, absolutely. So what Hosh is doing is spraying the non-toxic spray adhesive. That's good. To knock down the guard bees, now we're going to take our Fendona and spray the... Holy crap.
Yeah.
That would have been a class 6. I mean,
absolutely.
We cannot let them come out. Now, if we were out in the middle of nowhere, well, we might have, shown you guys. I mean, if you want to see another bad one, look at Dragoon Baptist bees. Most of our videos, we swear like sailors in bee suits, FYI. And so...
Holy shit.
No, these guys are vicious.
No, they're lucky. They're lucky nobody died.
They're really lucky nobody died. These guys...
That is a nasty hive.
This is what an Africanized hive can do. Now, there's only a couple, maybe 1,000 or 2 out right now.
Yeah.
There's 100,000 bees in this thing, you guys.
Yeah.
So we are applying our are.
God, can you smell that venom?
Yeah, oh yeah, they're dripping venom. Yeah, I can see what they do is they get so mad that they release venom into the air. Did we bring a new van? Yes, we
Yeah,
did.
in there.
All right, then we're gonna stuff.
Oh, they're boiling out, dude.
Wow. Now she said, you know what the problem is? That we know what we're getting aggressive ones. She said they're coming around from the other side
Yeah.
at the base. So let's go look at that.
Okay.
We might have to seal that up also.
Holy shit.
No, they're bees.
Oh, they're stinging the fuck out of my gloves.
Oh my God. Oh, come here.
What do you got? Holy shit.
Okay, this is just outrageous. Get spray adhesive. Oh my God! Here they go.
Wow.
All right, get the spray adhesive,
I just
please.
got
I'm going to go ahead and try to mitigate this. Holy crap! You got the doctor bag? Doctor bag.
Yep.
This is a crappy crevice. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Claudia, oh my God, you poor thing. I'm so glad you're okay. This is vicious. Holy crap. Oh my God. And they're stinging. So what happens is this whole wall is full. Look at, they're pouring out all over the place. Now I'm unfortunately have to lay down here
Yeah.
to see if I can see up in where they're coming out of, because this wall has.
No, people were stung. Absolutely, people were stung.
Yeah, she was stung and
she
her
was
son.
stung. Her kids were stung.
Nothing, didn't know would have jumped in that pool. And
Right,
she did.
right.
And wait, this aggressive of a hive would wait for hours. So this is an expanding foam. So what it does is it's residual and it'll coat where they're coming out. I'm gonna run around the other side.
Yeah, you bet.
And put that in there.
Okay.
Holy crap, man.
Dude.
Holy crap.
So this is what we prepare for, guys. You see us when
Look at it.
when we do these jobs, we gear up all the way because we never know when it's going to be like this.
We have to assume every time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just coming out.
I know, they got so many bees clogging it up here. Okay, I found a way in there. This is the most vicious hive we've seen for a while.
Yeah. It's really, really
Holy
bad.
shit, Killer Bee Nation.
Oh, they're stinging my gloves. They're stinging the phones.
These bees would kill many, many horses. Claudia, I'm so glad you guys are okay. Okay, now we're going to go back around and see if we have any coming out here. No, we don't. And thank God we got no neighbors, because this is incredibly vicious. The honeymoon's over, guys. These are straight outdoor bees. My problem with this is I'm trying to find the holes under here so that I can fill this with this foam. It's a pain, these walls, because they have, like I said, weep holes underneath, right?
Right.
And I'm trying to keep the net off my face and everything else. Oh, it's loud in there. There's just no way to find the hole. Because see, there's only an inch space here, inch and a half, and there's just no way to find the spot where they're actually coming out. So we're going to caulk this all up here. After we get done, I'm just making it.
What do you got, Fendona?
No, I have Z-foam.
Got it.
I'm going to have to shake it up. Are they coming out over there? Under there? I don't think so.
No.
Wow, this and the two entrances. See, I always say this because when we walked out, there were no bees here.
Right.
Now, Claudia did tell me that they've been seen coming out of here. So they normally use one front door and then have guard bees at the other doors, which is what happens here. Man, I wish I could find this place to stick this up in there. But the weep holes are really small. They're enough for a bee to get through, but I cannot seem to find. Oh, I just need to get one in there. Nope. Well, it is a new conceal either way. We're going to go back around. The ones that are coming out are having a harder time here.
Yeah. Would you prefer caulk for underneath there?
Well, that's what we're going to do next. If you can get the caulk gun.
Yeah.
But I don't want to drag any bees out there.
Can I hand you this? Or do you want me to go for it? I heard what you just said.
Well, we don't want to drag any bees out there.
Right.
Which is really difficult.
Yeah.
We have 1 can of spray adhesive. So I think right now what I'm going to do is concentrate. I think we're gonna fill up their hole over here with this.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna knock down. Look at this. This is obviously their front door. So now we're gonna entune them in so more can't come off through here anyway, because this was their main ingress and egress. My God.
Yeah, nasty.
Oh, Claudia, I'm so
Nasty,
glad that you're okay. Come on.
Got
Venom.
that venom. Yeah.
All right, so that's pumping in there. We're basically entombing them in there. We want that sealed up so that they cannot get out. Now, of course, honey lasts forever. Right now, there is not a lot of honey in here because it's springtime. And where they store the honey is their pantry, and they've been eating on it all winter. And so there isn't a lot of that, but it's a moot subject anyway, because yeah, it'll be trapped in there, but honey never ever goes bad. And of course, dead bees in our climate, especially here, dehydrate and turn to dust very quickly. I'm just seeing where my end is and if I'm actually making any progress here. No, it's coming out. It's not very rapid.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, we're out, right?
I'll go get it.
Shit. All right, let's knock a bunch down first.
Okay.
Since we have that sealed up, because we're going to need a couple more cans of this, a couple more cans of. Wow. So this is the non-toxic spray adhesive. Watch how they're going to hit the deck here. And I got that one damn bee in my ear going.
Of course.
You know what that is?
Oh yeah.
This is vicious. This is really outrageous.
Yeah, dude.
Yep. Holy cow. So they look like honeybees. Look at them crawling around the ground, working in the air. That's because they are honeybees. Africanized are honeybees. It's a genetic difference. You can see how they're attacking my mouth area. They attack the CO2 coming out of your nose and mouth. So we're knocking down 1,000 of them here. Doesn't look like we're doing a lot, but we really are. Because if they're on the ground, they aren't flying around. It's already getting a little bit quieter.
Yeah, it is.
That's clogged up, so they can't come pouring out of there anymore. And with that pyrethrin, the pendona that we put in,
they're hitting that net.
Now there's a hole, look at that, right to your left, right to your right. Look at that hole in the wall, right here. They're coming out of there.
No. No, it's just a bruise.
Okay, well then they were landing on it, and
Yeah.
it looked like it.
Yeah.
Wow, I am really impressed. I am really, really impressed. So it's starting to get a little bit quieter already, you notice that?
Yes.
We've gone down to a 4.5 instead of just straight on 5 or 6, right?
Yeah.
That was, holy shit.
People have been stung here, yes. That's why we were called in.
Yep. Yeah, 2 people stung.
The homeowners were stung.
Yep, homeowner and her son.
Her
Yep.
kids, yeah.
Yep. So I'm trying to get downwind here. Wow. So this is what I wanted. I wanted to knock down the numbers of aggressive ones in the air so when we go to the truck, we're not dragging them off to the street because we need to get more supplies. Wow, we didn't know that was going to be such an ordeal. Holy cow. But we go in, look, they're bouncing off my gloves hard here.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Like pebbles. Yep.
I don't know who would have any romance about these damn things. They're a deadly invasive species.
Well, most people don't see them acting like this.
No, well, they don't. Yeah. They
You know,
really
but
don't.
this is how they get.
Yep.
These are Africanized honeybees.
Yep. That's all they get. All they be. See how much quieter it's getting, guys?
Yeah, it's getting a lot quieter.
So we're this,
See all that, guys? So you see them all dead on the ground? So that's from the spray glue.
yeah, and
knocking them down. It
doesn't
works.
really kill them, but they're you know, they can't fly.
Yeah. Takes them out of the game.
The ants will get them. It's a great non-toxic. This is not a DIY channel, as if I need to say that in this kind of a war. You know, if anybody's thinking about having their brother-in-law do the bees, don't, unless you really don't like him. No, just don't do it. I mean, it's stupid. So I use that whole can of expanding foam in there. You want to take this and go get some more supplies, and I'll handle a camera.
Sure.
We need more because you can spray that around you as you go out.
Yeah.
And so we need more spray adhesive, expanding foam, and caulk. I hope we have more than one tube. So remember how they were over here, guys. So that defoam that we used worked really good, actually. So I can guarantee you that this whole wall is full of bees, obviously. I don't know if there's a stud in the middle that goes maybe around where the light is or something like that. But this whole wall is full after 5 years. They will build in any available space, of course. Now there's none coming out up there, so that's a good thing. But as soon as we knock some more down with the spray adhesive, then we'll try to get YouTube back on. But yeah, it's a nightmare. This is an absolutely horrible situation, guys. Well, the good news is, in a few days, they can move back out here. The folks, Claudia and family, you're going to have your yard back, guys. That's just all there is to it. We're in the middle of a war, actually. I'm Reed Booth, Killer Bee Guy. We're in Douglas, Arizona, right on the border in Cochise County, Wild West, literally. And we're in the Wild West with some nasty bees. I mean, this is really. Oh, Claudia, I'm sorry, glad you're all right. Oh my God, they are just this bad. That's all there is to it.
There's no bees out there.
There are no bees out by the truck?
No, I mean a few, but it's nothing.
Glory, hallelujah.
Nothing like this. It's gotten a lot quieter back
Okay,
here.
it's working, guys.
So that caulk gun's prepped. It's
Okay,
ready.
great. There's no more pouring out of there. That's good. I'm going to, before that sets up over here, I'm going to
Yeah.
dump another one in there.
Gotcha.
So see them all on the ground, guys? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'd call this, now we're down to about a 3.
Yeah, now we're down to an aggression.
But
Yep. So we're going to see. All right. Okay, well, we got a bunch in there because it's starting to ooze out now. That's a good thing because we really want to entomb them. That's why we call it a nuke and seal. So this is good to continue to expand out. Then they can just take a razor blade and trim it off after it's set up. That's what the expanding foam is great about. It'll continue to ooze out and will ooze in also. It's going to ooze in and seal up every possible hole in there. And so with the defoam that we used, which is a pyrethrin, we killed the bees in there with that, which coats every surface. And then this, I'm just kind of collecting this up for now, so
Sure.
it doesn't make too much of more of a mess than we already got. There we go. Oh, how wonderful. Anyway.
yeah, frosty freeze.
Yeah. We'll let this set up for a minute here in the bushes, and that way we'll take it away.
Boy, they're still nasty back here, though,
No,
I'll tell
they're
you.
horrible. This is definitely their front door. Now I'm going to stand and knock some more down. Next project will be, after we get some more aggressive ones down, will be to go around and put a line of
The caulk.
put a line of caulk, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that coming out of, yeah, I guess it is. I think I'm down upwind from there we go. And now we're just going to continue to knock down. It's going to get a hell of a lot quieter, guys. Not a DIY channel. Do not try this at home.
No, these are definitely killer bees. They're Africanized honeybees.
Yeah, that's correct.
For those of you who are new to the channel, and clearly there are many,
That's good.
which is great, we love that. These are killer bees. We're in Arizona, where 100% of the feral, unmanaged honeybee hives have become Africanized over the last 30 years. Actually, it was a done deal in 1998.
Yeah.
So we're exterminators, we're not beekeepers, we're bee killers, and we kill Africanized honeybees.
Invasive species.
They're a deadly invasive species. They kill people, they kill pets, they kill livestock, and they compete with the native bees, 4,000 species of native bees, for
Or
resource.
worse than trying to kill us.
That's the bad
Claudia
part.
and everybody
They're an existential threat to our native bees and our native pollinators and our native plants.
Yeah, I don't understand the romance people have about these things or invasive species. They seem to think there's a lot of gray area about it.
No.
Scientifically, there isn't.
It's pretty clear.
An invasive species has never benefited the native environment they've invaded.
Well, people like honey. That's all it is.
I guess.
That's it. I
But,
mean,
you know,
if termites
Made honey.
poop
You said
Tootsie
that.
Rolls,
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
it'd be save the termites,
Yep.
save the termites.
That's exactly
So-
right. Without any regard to if they were absolutely horrible for native species. Studies have been done It's all out there. All the knowledge is out there. Xerces.org. What is that? Xerces.
Xerces.org, yeah.
Yep. Excellent source of information about what we're talking about. We're not just talking off the top of our heads. We're talking through our bee suit, through the front.
Yes, through the bonnet.
Through the bonnet. All right, now we've knocked down some more. You notice we've gotten in quiet.
Well, not these honeybees. There's nothing beautiful about these honeybees. They're really deadly. And the activity that we've seen today, this is a really deadly hive. You could easily really put a hurt on some people here.
Yeah, they actually already did.
Yes, these are bad bees. So
oh my God.
The list of grievances, they killed 3 people in this county last summer. They kill people every day in Latin America.
Yep.
When you hear about bee attacks and people getting killed by bees, it's these assholes. They were created in a laboratory in Brazil in the 50s, and they escaped, because that's what stuff in labs does. And,
Well, I can hear them in this wall still dying. There was easily 100,000 bees in here. I really, really want to use this instead of expanding foam just for appearances.
These are Africanized honeybees, yes.
Yeah, this is what they do. If you want to see the beginning of this video, it'll be up.
Yeah, so Africanized honeybees are honeybees. These are not European honeybees, I will tell you that. They're Africanized honeybees.
They were created.
Yeah, they're a crossbreed.
Yep, they're a crossbreed, and they're created because to make twice as much honey. Well, that's just fine and dandy, except for the fact that it means that they compete more with native bees. We might need steel wool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll run and get some.
Yep.
No, they're not the best pollinators. They're generalists, not specialists.
Exactly.
And that's the problem, is that America's native plants, most of them, or many of them, require specialized pollination that can only be done by the native bees that evolved alongside of them.
And these did not. These are invasive. They're Vikings. They're hoarders.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
Yeah, they are.
They're just hoarders.
All right, you want me to go get the steel wool?
Yeah, let's go get steel wool.
Are you still having trouble with that thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll get it a fresh one.
All right, well, let me hand you this.
We'll get a fresh one. Oh, okay, very good. Well, here we go. All right, that's all right.
Yeah.
It's war footage. So I'm going to take you guys around back. And are we still on YouTube?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, sorry we lost you there for a little bit, YouTube. I'm going to knock down some more. We're using our spray adhesive to knock down some more. Holy crap, guys. What a horrible, horrible situation. These bees are really, really vicious. I mean, we had to rescue a fireman trapped in his house the other day. Okay, here's what I want to show you also. This is really fascinating because there comes a point in any war where there is one side is defeated or there's a truce. There is no truce with these guys. Never. There is no truce. That's what's baffling to me about people that want to requeen and relocate, is they're a deadly invasive species. They don't help our native environment. None of our food source comes from Africanized honeybees, and none of it comes from feral hives, which means bees under sheds and in trees, or backyard beekeepers for that matter. The big boys that haul bees around for pollination, yes. So these bees, whether they're Africanized or European, they're Africanized according to the labs in Tucson, the remnant bees come back. Now there comes a point where they're either defeated. So this is what defeated looks like. See that? Now we still got angry ones flying around, and I would not take my net off. But if these guys were not defeated, all of these bees would be coming out and attacking. This shows that they are defeated. Now, to us, that means that this is about wrapped up. We're going to knock these down. These are remnant bees. These are bees that either came out to fight us, or with a healthy hive like this, there were like 5,000 bees out in the field working. Sure. Okay, there's still 95,000 or 195,000. We don't know how many bees are in there. The bees working in the field are coming back, and they have pollen on their legs. They've been out shopping. They're coming back to take goods home. They used to not be aggressive, the remnant bees. And we call them remnants because they're leftovers of the hive. They're all aggressive now as far as we're concerned. You can't risk it. So the remnant bees, though, will die off. They can't join another hive. They cannot start their own hive. They are screwed because each hive is an organism just like humans. And each bee is a cell, with the queen being the heart and the brain. So this is a really good sign. It's not over, all right? So I'm gonna go back around and do the steel wool along the other side and not hit my head on that lamp. Right. So see how few there are over here? This is working really well.
Yeah, it is.
This is really working.
What did you do down there besides the defoam?
I was going to put the caulk on, but that gun ain't working.
Right.
And so it won't be so damned unsightly with the expanding foam. I'm going to just put steel wool under there because this doesn't get rain in here. We're inside.
Right.
We got a roof over our head.
Right.
And what I'll recommend, of course, is that this all be caulked after there's no bees, Claudia, caulked up or sealed up so that no, people ask us all the time, how do I bee-proof my home? Get out the ladder and the caulk gun. Caulk up any holes, any cracks, like the one around that spigot on the outside there, cracked,
Yeah.
seal that up. So for now, we mitigate the threat. We make it safe. We're not contractors. We do not do permanent situations. We just make it so that the homeowner can do whatever they want in the future. So this is really going to work out well, actually, because it's just blocking the holes. I'm going to need some more steel wool, of course. So this is going to work out good. Wow, what a deal. Now we're going to stick around and knock some more down with the spray adhesive. Of course, it's non-toxic. And we aren't breathing it, okay? What happens is, in our environment in the desert Southwest especially, when it gets out about 3 to 4 inches from the nozzle, it's dry. It falls to the ground, all right? The propellant takes it out there, and in our climate it dries. The molecules are very small. But in that time, it hits 1 million bees. I mean, you've seen it. It's already gotten quieter. It isn't because they decided to be nice. It's because they're on the ground and can't fly. That's the only reason. So we're not even concerned with that. But we are concerned with trying to save the day. So we're going to keep on doing this. And basically, close the door. So no more can come out. And because the ones that are in there are dead, our concern is not them coming out. It's new ones going in. So if the door is closed, nobody can get in. Hey. So we're just going to keep on doing this for a while. And it's a temporary fix, absolutely. That's what we do. But we make it so the homeowner can then do whatever they want. Rebuild however they want. Wow. Holy shit, hoosh. Kind of got my adrenaline going.
Right.
Calming down a lot. Now, in the next 10 minutes, you're going to see it calm down one hell of a lot more. And that is because we won. People always ask us, are you ever going to get rid of all of them? Impossible. We're not running out of honeybees. In fact, we have way too many of them, and we're never going to be out of them. All we do is win every battle. That's it. We have to win every single battle. Because if we don't, we're dead. And hopefully, people like Claudia call us before it gets too bad. They can call us, we can come in and do this before someone actually gets seriously killed. They got chased off and stung a couple times. That's, I'm glad that's all it was. I'm sorry that happened. But this was a bomb waiting to go off, which I was telling Claudia earlier. Each one of these is like a bomb waiting to go off. And it will, and it did.
Sure.
And it did before we got here, you guys.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
I mean, two people stung a few times.
No, I mean, all we did was walk up.
All we did was walk up. Yep. So now I'm going to do a very light coating. This is that spray adhesive. You'll watch them. They're just going to fall to the ground now. Yep. Once their wings have it on their wings, they might fly out there and fall down. But you're going to see it get a hell of a lot quieter now. Thank God. In town, it always drives me nuts. Or if there's animals around, like that one we did out at where they raised rodeo bulls. Yeah. Holy crap, huh? Now, wow, what a deal, Killer Bee Nation. All right, well, we're just going to keep knocking down a few. That's the wrap. We did it, guys.
Yeah.
Killer Bee Nation, we love you guys. Even the trolls on TikTok.
Oh, we love the trolls. We love the trolls. And we also block them. We love them while we're blocking them.
Yeah, right, exactly. Love them so much we're going to block them. Tough shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, go to killerbeeguy.com, get some honey. All of the queen memberships are out. And for the YouTube channel, we have 3 levels of membership. Give you special privileges, and the Queen membership gives you a free jar of honey every month. So
nice.
We appreciate you guys immensely, of course. Host, do you have anything to say about water spigots and gazebos and
Sure.
really nasty bees?
Yeah, I sure do.
I sure bet you do.
Hey guys, listen. 100% of Arizona's feral honeybee hives are Africanized, and like I said, it's been that way since 1998. If you've got honeybees coming and going out of a hollow in any wall, next to a spigot, whatever, those are killer bees. If you're in Cochise County, give us a call. We'll come take care of them. No, we don't relocate. To relocate a killer bee hive is like relocating an active landmine. Besides that, they compete with the native bees for resources. They're really a problem. They're bad for the environment, and they're sure as hell bad for people. We unalive every hive we find, and that's just what we do all day, every day. Anyway, gang, we'll see you on the next job. Let's save America's native bees, and let's save America's native plants. Plant native plants. We'll see you guys later.
Holy shit, well, it's gotten quieter again already.
Yeah, it's good.
Like a lot. We're
It's
down
good.
to a 1 here.